Welcome to Der999 looks at the American Tier 2 light tank, and one of my favorites, if not my favorite premium, definitely Tier 2, the T1E6. I'm Der999, and here we are looking at another tank in World of Tanks. Today, we are looking at the T1E6. Like I said, it is my favorite tank. It's my favorite premium, well, one of my favorite premiums. It definitely competes with the Freedom, the T-34, the Type 59 Pan, M4A2E4, M6A2 Mutant, well, a lot of tanks, but this is by far my favorite Tier 2, premium tank. And one of my favorite light tanks. Probably my favorite light tank. Probably not the Sheridan. Anyway, so why am I looking at the T1E6 today? Well, that's because it has gone on sale for today. Which, I could be wrong, please correct me if I am. But I believe it's the first time this thing's been on sale, regardless of console version, regardless of system version. Yeah, I mean, how I got my T1E6 is I got it because I logged in. Well, I got it because I gave it to anyone with an account old enough at that or account that was made before that appropriate time, which I believe was one of the anniversaries of Wolf Tanks. Not quite sure. Actually, let me look that up real quick. And see. Let me see if it has it on the wiki. But yeah, the T1E6, I got it then. Actually, I haven't played in a couple of months. That was when I first started playing Wolf Tanks again. I found this in my garage. I'm like, hey, what is this? Started playing it. I'm like, oh, cool. It's a pretty awesome machine. I mean, what the T1A6 is it is a T1 Cunningham with its engine in the back and its front slanted down, basically. Um, so yeah, but Wolf Tanks is actually pretty amazing. It used to be better, but I believe they messed with the like the range of the weapon. You can still say you go a really long way, but to match the console versions, basically the damage disappears after a little bit, so you can't do any damage. You can't pin stuff after a certain distance. I don't think. Um, but yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah, this T1A6, to my knowledge, has been in. There's a T1E6X in World of Tanks Xbox 60 given out at anniversaries. There's the T1E6X1 given out at the release of World of Tanks Xbox One, and the T1E6PS, which was given out to people that was in one of the betas of World of Tanks PS4. However, those are different than the T1E6 you see today. Well, I see on PC, because those are auto cannons. This is an auto loader. Um, which your T1 Cunningham is both, if it wants to be. Or not both, either or. So, yeah. And it's fast, as you can see. It goes 48, with 48.2, which you say lighting that's not bad, but this is more of a medium than anything. It has pretty good armor. It has pretty good shell damage, and it has a high rate of fire. Which is not nearly as high as the console versions, I don't think, let me look real quick. Still looking for when this was originally put, when you could originally get this tank. But yes, the reason why I am doing the T1E6 today is because today, uh, April, uh, May 3rd, 2016, they put it on sale for, like I said, the first time. I don't believe this has ever been on sale before. I don't believe it was even given away before. It was only given to people that logged in for a certain anniversary. Oh yes, yeah, okay, yeah. The T186 was a New Year's gift tank given to players at the beginning of 2013, and it's been in shop bundles. Yeah, I guess that doesn't mean it's been on sale because it is. I haven't seen a bundle where it was in where it was. I haven't don't think I ever saw a bundle of it before. I could just missed it, but I've been in bundles. But this is the first time it's being sold solo in any case, and not the gift tank at all. Uh, and it is being sold for the price of $9.99 US, which we'll get into that in a second whether or not that's a good deal. But yeah, be going away the 9th of May 2016 if I do the math correctly, because I don't think the store actually tells you when it goes away. It only tells you how long you have till it goes away. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, either the 9th or the 10th. I'll have it right in the description. But yeah, but $9.99, is that a good price for the T1E6? For how good the tank is and how rare it is, yes, it is a good price. However, if you want a tier 2 light tank, well, you got options. If you want a tank for $9.99, that will give you more money, because this will give you money. But if you want a tank for grinding, well, you're better off getting. I mean, right now you got the Cento, which is still on sale, and will be going off in 2 days, which is the 6th, or uh, the 5th of May 2016. And that is also $9.99. Now that is a tier 5 premium tank. It's just tier 2. Yeah, it's the same price, and tier 5 would definitely get you more money. However, other tier 2s are the T2 Lite, well, in the store anyway. If we look in the tech tree, do we find any more tier 2s? Well, the T2 Lite, it's a faster light tank, definitely better light tank. But all early tanks are considered light tanks for some reason. And that is $5.79, and that is more light tanky. It's fast, and it's fast, and it's fast, and it has good speed range. However, you get tier 3s, which you can also get, like the M22 Locust, which is $6.49 US, and that's tier 3 scout tank. That also acts like more of a medium, uh, or light tank in general. And that's also a good tank, and will probably generate you more money. Easier, I should say, because any premium tank would generate you more money than a base tank, and some premiums make it easier than others. Like the T34 over here is very easy to generate money with, as opposed to the Super Pershing over here, the T26E4, which is harder to generate money with, because of the simple fact that its gun is not as awesome. It doesn't do that much damage, and it's not good as penetrating. So basically, you gotta hit things more than you do with the T34. But it's easier to use than T34, because T34 going up against tier 10s is much better. It's a much bigger threat than the Super Pershing is. Unless of course the tier 10s don't know how to shoot, then the Super Pershing is vastly better, because all you gotta do is just point at your space bomber, and you're invincible. However, the T34, it's point at your head, which is not always possible. However, you can easily wipe out tier 10s. However, Super Pershings cannot, because the gun's not nearly as good. But anyway, um, so yeah, but like I was saying, like Locust is cheaper, yet it's a tier 3, which is interesting. Now it's also followed by the let's go over to Germany land. The Panzer 15, which I don't know which draw, not Maharaja, but again it's a similar price. So yeah, that's the problem. And then you got, let's go to Russia land, or Soviet land. You got this thing, which again is the same, well actually it's slightly cheaper, at 29 cents cheaper, which is 20 cents cheaper. And that's also a tier 3. Now we're getting to crazy land with, well, you saw, if we go back to Russia, we got you the Panzer S35, which is $6.99, also tier 3. But this is where it gets bad for the T1E6 at that price. For free, it's an excellent tank, obviously, if they want you to pay for it. Now remember, this is on PC with the North American server. In the recent past, tanks like the Panzer II-J, which is a much sought after tank, went for over $100. Tanks like the BTSV, which is also a much sought after tank, which is, that was like tier 3, was $99. So this is a much better price than those if you want a T1E6. And you want a rarish tank. But that's probably why it's priced at like a tier 5 price, like the Chinukai over here, which is a very good tank. And that's priced at $9.39, which is just slightly cheaper. And then you got the Churchill 3 in Soviet land, another awesome tank. And that's a tier 5, and that is $9.39. So yeah, you get what I'm getting at. You could get better tanks for your money. However, they won't be. Well, I just saw they were in the tech tree, so anyone can have them at any time, unless of course they change the tech tree around, which they do. But yeah, so at this price, you could get better if you want. But the T1E6 is a really good tank. It's a really fun tank. It's a really rare tank. You don't see these off. You don't see this often anymore if you watch my other gameplay videos at low tiers. So yeah. Well, let's go over to T1E6 now after I went over the pricing, which, by the way, like I said, at the very least, I'm not pricing it ridiculously at near 100, near $100 or over $100, like some rare low tier tanks. And this is still by far my favorite tank, my favorite premium tank under tier 5. Because I got a lot of tier 5 favorites, I got a little tier 8 favorites, I got a couple tier 7 favorites, but yeah. But anyway, so yeah, here is the T1E6. Actually, let's go back over here. I mean, how many tier 2 competition does it have in terms of it being a premium? I don't think many. Because most tiers are either tier 8s, tier 5s, tier 7s. Oh yeah, this thing. That's a tier 6, and that is... What is that price? Let me find it. In the Wargaming store. That's $18.39, which you can get tier 6, which is not that much of a big upgrade. And then you got tier 8s, which start at $24. So if you want to spend a little bit more money and get a tank that actually makes a whole lot of silver if you need it, a tier 8 again better. A tier 8 medium, I should say. Because tier heavies range from like $45 to $52 usually. So yeah, by the way, that's what we're doing. So actually, let's bring out some non-premiums like you. What you got? Chini, no, we want Chini to be fine. Oh, Chini's medium. Let's go high go. China, what you got for me? Okay, let's get these down here. The VAE Type 3, and I mean, if you couldn't tell already, I did play this tank already. So we're going straight into the review phase. We're going right into the comparison phase. Japan. This is Japan now. No. France. What light tanks do you have? Light tank lights. I mean, that's actually a good point. Do you have the Hawk? Yeah, one of its competitors would be the what is considered the micro mouse, the Panzer 35. No. Um. Excuse me while I look at the wiki. I'm trying to add that up anyway so I can compare it to it, which is but that's also a good comparison. That is tier 2, but it's more heavy tank than anything else. I'll just do the M2 of America. Yeah, about cruiser. So if we go looking at in Russia land, we got a bunch. I have a BT2 just for why not? Because that's like thinking I have a T60 T1E6, one of the few tanks you need to play in order to get to tier 10s. Because all of these these don't matter. Actually, all of these don't matter, and all of these don't matter. You can get to tier 10s by just going down this line, if you really want to. Panzer 2. Oh yeah, let's put the Panzer 2 in there. Wait. I don't really need to I don't really need to compare the German tank because it's a German version of the French tank more or less. Slight differences, but you get that. But it's close enough. I want to look up its name. And then for America, bring out them to lighten them as much as I hate the thing. Alright, so we got a bunch of light tanks. Let's go back to the garage and actually compare it with the T1E6. Wait, yeah, let's compare it because I like this screen better. Alright, let's play it right here. Let's bring it from more easy compared to harder compared. Or closer comparison than the other one. So we want to go OT2, we need to bring you up to the top. I might just cut this out. I've been working on my cutting skills. I just said it out loud. Nah, I gotta keep it in. Okay, bringing the comparisons. Alright. So Germany, I'm doing like 5 things at once. Sure, let's bring out the BT. Hotchkiss, actually, yeah, I'm gonna just, we'll bring in the Hotchkiss. Crusader, I just throw things in now. You. I go. Oh, why not you? There we go. The 38H 73. The Panzer Comes 38H 735F. That's the other. That's its one of its true competitors. Which, do I have a video on it? On the Xbox version, I might. I'll link it. I'll link it in the description if I do. If not, you can just check out that playlist to see it in action. All right. So first things first. Like T1E6 versus T2 Light Tank. It's most direct competitor. Um, they got okay. T1E6 has more hit points. T1E6 has I mean okay. T1E6 has 160 hit points, which is 10 more than the T2 Light. The T1E6 has 244 engine power, 21 less than the T2 Light. The T1E6 has 48.3 top speed, which is in kmh. The T2 Lite has 72. T1E6 has 42 traverse speed. The T2 Lite has 47. T1E6 has 15 all in the front, six all around, or 6 other. T2 Lite has 17 in the front, 15 in the sides, 6 in the rear. Really, the T2 Lite has more armor than the T1E6. I did not know that. But as you can see, the T1E6 has much better angling in the front. Then you got the turret armor. The T1E6 is 12 in the front, 6 in the side and rear. T2 Lite has 16 all around, so it has better turret armor as well. Interesting. The T1E6 does 23 to 38 shield damage, whereas the T2 Lite does 9 to 15. However, and also the T1E6 has 25 shield penetration to 41 to 41. Uh, and however, to the T2's 23 to 38, and the T1E6 has a rate of fire of 42.86, which is dwarfed in comparison to the T2 Lite, which is 108.96, and T1E6 has 38 turret traverse speed. T2 Lite has just 30, or has 39. T2 or the T1E6 has a view range of 260, same as T2 Lite, and the T1E6 has a signal range of 120 or 325, same as the T2 Lite. Because that's interesting. So the T1E6 has a better gun than the T2 Lite, more or less. We don't know its bloom, so well, we'll find out in battle. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe the T2 Lite's actually less accurate. Can we look here? No. Um. But anyway, it does do higher damage and it's easier to pen, which is better. Which is in most engagements would be better for. Well, I like those better than having rare fire. But the T2 Light tank can really easily scout and just flank enemies with its top speed. And the T1E6 has half that speed, so I can't really do that, although the speed is still 42. Alright, now moving on to its direct non-premium competitor, the M2 Light Tank. The M2 Light Tank has less hit points, um, less engine power, a higher top speed of 58 compared to the T1E6's top speed of 48. The M2 Light Tank has a slower traverse speed, better armor all around, better turret armor. Its stock gun does a whole lot less damage. Uh, However, has a similar penetration but slightly less. Rate of fire is much better than the T1E6. Traverse speed is slower than the T1E6, and the T1E6, and they both have the same view range, being tier 2 American light tanks. And their signal range, T1E6 has a bigger signal range, so the T1E6 can be scouting further ahead of the group and still be communicating back to the group saying, oh, by the way, there's stuff over here, and actually be communicating across the map as well to people across the map, whereas the M2 Lite cannot do that. It's pretty cool. Well, I don't like the M2 Lite anyway. I don't like the M2 Lite at all. I much prefer the British version, which I might as well show up in a second. But anyway, going on to the Panzerkampf 2. Panzerkampf 2 has less hit points, less entry power by a whole lot, less top speed by 8. Less traverse speed, hull armor is better all around. Yeah, better all around. Turret armor is better all around. Shield damage is less than the T1E6 with the stock gun. Shield penetration is less than the T1E6 with the stock gun, however, has much higher rate of fire. Gets gets one more degrees per second on the surge burst speed. Has bigger view range and slightly lower signal range. Okay. The Hotchkiss, which basically I think you can actually let me bring up the Panzer 38 or the 38H and see how it's compared real quick. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll bring up the points once we get there. Okay, I got the good points. All right, they have the same amount of armor. However, the Hotchkiss has, or the H-35 has less engine power, has a much lower top speed, a little lower traverse speed. However, it has 40 millimeters armor all around, which is vastly superior to the T1E6's, including the turret. Shield damage is actually the same. Penetration is a little worse. On the 38H, it has get the gun up. The 38H does 41 penetration and 40 damage. But then again, it's not enough. But then again, it's a premium tank, therefore it's an upgraded 35 more or less. But it's Germanized as well. Gotta keep that in mind. Also, what's different? Rate of fire. Oh yes, and going on to the rate of fire, which the rate of fire of the Hotchkiss is slower, but then again, it's not using an autoload or auto cannon, kind of like the previous three. It's using a load every time you fire a gun, a single fire gun. However, and then the Hotchkiss has a 26.6 rate of fire as opposed to the 24 of the H-35, so that's interesting. The 38H has a higher fire rate. So reverse speed is worse than the T1E6, which means you can surround it much easier, or just run around it much easier in the T1E6 than that, which you do need to do in order to defeat the thing. And the 38H is 47, so it is much better than the Hotchkiss. And view range is 300, which is better than the T1E6, strangely enough, but it's French, so weird things happen. And the 38H has a signal range of 330, which is better than Hotchkiss, but I think it's not an upgrade. I mean, upgrade Hotchkiss is probably the same. And then signal range of the Hotchkiss is 300 as opposed to the 325 of the T1E6, and the signal range of the 38H or the Panzer 38H is 525. So yeah, but it's similar. It's a little laggy. So it's similar to it. And you got the light tank cruiser, which has less hit points, less engine power, less top speed, less the first speed, less armor. For the first, well, it has less armor in the front, it has more armor in the sides and rear. That's a first. Turret armor is similar, but actually it's slightly better on the cruiser. Shield damage is actually better. Shield penetration is much better. I don't think I think the cruiser uses a single fire gun as well. Where fire is much less. Yeah, as a example of the that could be a single fire gun. Oh, it could be another loader. Kind of. I don't know. I don't remember the cruiser that well. But I think it might be single fire gun. If its series has anything to say about it, then it's a single fire gun. First speed is a little less than the T1E6. Vision range is more. Signal range is more. Okay, moving on to the T26. Do I want to do this? No, I want to go the BT2 first. Oh, that was the Japanese one. Ah. Yeah, let's bring out the BT2. Oh, fantastic when this happens. Oh, fantastic. Okay, never mind. We're not going to do the BT. Okay, I gotta do the BT7 because that is better. So let's just get rid of you guys. We don't need you anymore. I guess we do need you, but yeah. Okay, more manageable. We gotta get the Japanese tank back as well. BT2, because it is a very similar tank, I think. And then you. I'm going to have to split this into two videos. This is just the this is just a comparison, and then we do the gameplay in the next one, which is even better because I love my T1E6. Okay, we're going to do BT2. We're going to do BT2. T26. Japanese tank. Hago, and the Czech's tank. Oh, and as well, Mr. Chinese guy over there. You come here to join the party. Alright, okay, what do we get? T26 has more health. BT2 has much more engine power and higher top speed. And a lower traverse rate. The armor. Okay, same front armor, but the BT2 has better side and rear. Turret armor is much better on the BT2. Shell damage is around the same, while the BT2 has a little bit better. Penetration. The BT2 has much better penetration. The BT2 has a rate of fire 24. That might be a case of it being. I'm not quite sure what the BT series is because I never went through them. And I don't really fire that often, so be anything. Traverse speed. Actually, we can just check the configuration, couldn't we? It could be anything. Traverse speed is slower than the T1E6. View range is about the same, although it's less than the BT2, and signal range is just slightly better on T1E6. Then moving on to still a light tank, but it acts more like a medium than anything. Or acts more like a medium. We got the T26, which has less hit points barely, by 10. Less engine power by a lot. Lower top speed. Higher traverse speed. Similar armor. Oh, well, it has same armor in the front, however, as better in the sides and rear. Turret armor is better than the T1E6. Yes, better than the T1E6. Shell damage is around the same with it leading. T1E shell penetration is better than the T1E6. Rate of fire. T1E6 has an advantage, although T1E6 has a autoloader. T26 stock doesn't have an autoloader. I know that for a fact. Traverse speed is faster on the T26. View range is better on the T26 just barely, and signal range is worse on the T26 just barely. How go? Same hit points, lower engine power, just lower top speed, just lower traverse speed, just lower hull armor in the front. However, the sides and rear are less. Turret armor is better, well, the same in the front, better on the other side. Shell damage is better on the Hago. Shell penetration is better. Oh, well, it's the same. Rate of fire is worse on the Hago. Traverse speed is a little worse than the Hago, but only by 2. View range is better than the T1E6 in the Hago. And signal range is better on the Hago ever slightly. Last two. Light okay, the light tank VZ35 from Chixland, um, has just a little less hit points, a little less engine power, a lower top speed, a lower traverse speed than the T1E6. Hull armor is better in the front, sides, and rear. Turret armor is better all around on the Chix vehicle. Stunner damage is better on the Chix vehicle. Penetration is better on the Chix vehicle. Rate of fire is worse on the Chix vehicle. Turret first speed is worse on the Chix vehicle. View range is just slightly better on the Chix vehicle, and signal range is slightly worse on the Chix vehicle. Moving on to our last comparable, easy comparables, and you know, easy and more straight comparable. We got the Vickers MKE Type B of China. It has slightly less hit points, a lot less engine power, a less top speed, more traverse speed, has less armor in the front, however, it has more armor in the sides and rear. Same in the turret. Although in the turret actually matches the T1E6. You got better damage, better pin on the Chinese vehicle. Lower fire than the T1E6 from the Chinese vehicle. Their traverse speed is less than the T1E6. View range is more than the T1E6. And signal range is about the same as the T1E6. Alright, so that'll be it for this video. I want to end it here as we're out of time. But don't worry, I'll follow up in a part 2 with some actual gameplay of the T1E6. Because I don't know how long this match will be. And plus, we'll get one match in, which should be no fun with the T1E6. When you have a T1E6, you must play it a lot. But anyway, so yeah, compared to the rest of the tier twos, it's interesting. Playing it, I think it's vastly superior than anything. But actually, looking at the stats, it's not really all that superior. It's better than something, sure, but it's more. Well, again, this is more general purpose. Although most tanks have better sight and rear armor than it, although this sometimes a better front armor. Same goes in the turret. Uh, and its autoloader its autoloader has really good damage and pin for being an autoloader. Definitely beats those autocannons of the other tanks. However, let's start the yellow because it's competition. So yeah. Oh, by the way, they're having an event for May. By the way, this is what this is. I'll discuss it in my gaming video, which I'll probably record after this. Um, Anyway, so yeah, so do I think it's worth it so far? Yes, but I'll leave my conclusions to the next video. But compared to other tier twos on paper, Z2 Lite will beat it. Especially especially take the price into account and the fact that it's a tech-free vehicle. It's here around. You don't have to worry about, and you can always get on sale, and you don't have to worry about going away. However, that's the con of the T2 Lite is it's here all the time and you can get it. However, the T1E6 has only been, it was an anniversary tank, or it was actually a New Year's tank. It was in bundles, and now it's being sold for 5 days. So, yeah. Rarity beats all for some people. Tank collectors would definitely move towards that, and I know tank collectors. That's the reason why you see some low tiers go for ridiculously high prices that they don't even push tier 8s to go to. Because rare tanks beat all. Especially fun rare tanks beat all. And this is a fun rare tank. And it beats all. So there you go. Alright, but anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll do just watching this video. Nothing about leave going through interesting for the series. Like what I should look at next, or if I'll play the T1E6, and I'll meet you in part 2. But until then, I guess, see you in a second.